How's it going? Starting to get tired. Let's see if we can get this done. So this is going to be a pretty straightforward finds type video. Did a couple trades, which I have not done in a while. Definitely over a year, maybe 2 years. But I came across items that I picked up with the intention of possibly selling online. But then I realized I'm too lazy. Douche is too lazy for that. So took the easy way out and did some trades, 2 trades. And with the exception of the first item, they're all from trades. So possibly the biggest mistake that I made all week was not going over to Total Wine & More. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Total Wine & More, but I'm sure you can use your imagination. When I walk through the glass doors at Total Wine & More, like, I can hear the angels' trumpets and I get goosebumps. So since I didn't make it over there, you're going to be stuck with something from down the street. It's again from the local place, Santan Brewing Company. It's the Hop Shock IPA. I don't really drink this very much anymore. I used to drink it more often. It's 7.1%, so if you want to grab a snack out of the kitchen, might be a good idea. Before we get to the records, I want to do a quick thank you to the folks who really stuck their necks out by mentioning the channel, the Vinyl Douche, in some way, shape, or form on their own videos. They're really, risking their good name within the vinyl community by doing so. And, people every day get their homes toilet papered for far less. So I really do appreciate it. I want to just run through these names. These are over maybe the last month or maybe a little longer than a month. If I forget somebody, it's not intentional, and I'll make it up later. So, big thank you again to Brendan at My Friend Morrissey, Andrew at Tales from the Crate, Dan at Dots and Loops, Sean at Sean's Vinyl Corner, Glenn at Last of the Boomers, Vinyl Richie, Steve Carlson, and Brian at Cosmic Vinyl. I'd also like to thank anyone who attempts to watch these videos. I appreciate it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get started. First one is an item I pre-ordered off Amazon because it was $10 off the list price and I had a gift card. I don't know if I would have gotten it otherwise, but it's something that I wanted, so I got it. This is the only jazz record of the day. This is a new release. It came out today. Pre-ordered, got today, listened to it today. It's Wayne Shorter. It's the Tone Poet stuff from what's Joe Harley, who did The Music Matters. So you can see it's what you expect. It's like the Music Matters releases with these pictures inside the gatefold. Really nice jackets. If you watch Kem McAuliffe, Jazz Vinyl Lover, if you watch his channels here on YouTube, he made some statements that got him some, I guess he had some trolls in the comments or whatever. I don't think anything he said, I watched the video, I don't think anything he said was particularly controversial. He was just saying, I think that he would prefer original 50s and 60s Blue Notes over the Music Matters reissues. He thought, he preferred the sound of those. And he also doesn't care for the marketing of the Music Matters stuff. Anyway, this is something that was not released in the 60s. It's from a 1965 session. It was originally released in 1980. And it's pretty much just like what you'd expect from Music Matters, where it's 180 gram vinyl, cut by Kevin Gray, from the original master tapes, pressed at RTI, blah blah blah. And this is pretty good. I'm a fan of Wayne Shorter, and I really like his 60s albums, and so I wanted this. There is so the original 1980 came in that white with some sort of artwork in the middle. There were a whole bunch that came out around that same time. The Indian song on here is excellent. It's great. Sounds good. And even though it was not released in the 60s, it does have that mid-60s label. So the rest are from the trades, 2 trades. This first one is the highly undesirable 30th anniversary reissue of the Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle. So a 1968 album. This is the 1998 UK reissue, what's that label? On Big Beat, which is supposedly from Analog. I listened to it once. It sounds good. It's stereo with the exception of This Will Be Our Year. A lot of people show this all the time, so I don't need to say much. I really like this. There's a lot of music from the 90s that I listened to in the 90s that really owes a lot to that, chamber pop, lighter psych pop music. Oh, I found this. I wasn't really looking for this. I found it in the filed under O. So either for Odyssey or for Oracle. Oh, and the price tag. You can see somebody paid $19.99 for this. $19.99 in 1998 for this. That was not a great investment. It's on black vinyl, Big Beat label. Next is a new reissue, or 2018 reissue of another 60s record. This is from 1967, originally only released in Germany, according to the hype sticker. And it's The Creation, We Are Paintermen, on Numero Group. This is an okay pressing of this. This is a really expensive, from what I've seen, is not cheap to get, like hundreds of dollars. So I will accept this reissue. It is Numero Group. It's acceptable. Like, the pressing is acceptable. Back in the 90s is, when I and a lot of probably other people that would be into them that are my age, we would have discovered them as the song Making Time was in that movie Rushmore. After that, there was a couple CD compilations that if you had both of them, I think was basically everything that they ever recorded. So anyway, Mod, what's the guy's name? Shel Talmy, who did the Who, or at least the early Who records. There's some of that, Who sound. There's some bowed guitar, or guitar bowing. Anyway, and just to stick with the period correct reissue, they put it on this hot pink vinyl. Yeah. Anyway, the hype sticker the hype sticker says it's mono, but the everything on the jacket indicates stereo. It sounds mono. Yeah, We Are Painter Man creation. So now back to something I got used, except this is a 2018 release. I've seen people show this. This is from some Danish kids. Ice Age. This is their 4th LP. It's called Beyondless. This is on Matador. Managed to get that used. So this is like art rock, art punk. There's some horns and a lot of varied, diverse instrumentation. I guess they were more punk before. This is the first one I've heard. I bought it, never hearing it. Just, I remember people talking about it, and I believe it's somewhat highly regarded by somebody. It's a good listen. I'd say it's a very solid listen. I like the song. The song Painkiller, I think is one some you might know. Maybe. Hurrah. I think he says hooray, hurrah, hooray. There's a lot of good songs. I think I expected something maybe a little more punk, maybe a little grimier, but it's good. Just comes on black vinyl. Next, another used item. This is one I probably shouldn't have gotten, but I like it fairly well. This is from 2013. This is like an indie pop band called Veronica Falls. This is their second and last record. It's on Slumberland Records. You know, you're getting fairly straightforward jangle pop, indie pop, male, female vocals. Pretty catchy songs. Nothing that's really gonna blow you away. I had heard this previously, whenever it came out, 2013. The title track, Waiting for Something to Happen, which that's the name of the record, Waiting for Something to Happen. I really enjoy that one. And there's a handful of other ones that really stick out. I might need to be in the right mood for this. It seems like something that I should like more than I do. But in a trade, and it was used, so it only took it was not expensive. It's also on delicious black vinyl. So then the next one is from 2015 that I picked up used. Sight Unseen, Sight Unheard, Sound. I hadn't heard it. I'd seen it. It was in my hands. It's a band that I really enjoy. And it's a mini LP by Parquet Courts. What is it called? Monastic Living, 2015. It's like 30 minutes, and it's not like anything that I had heard from them. I pretty much like all of their regular LPs. I can recommend many of them. I like the album Wide Awake, which came out just last year, 2018. Has a song called Total Football, which has interesting things to say about Tom Brady at the end, if you want to check that out. The picture sleeve of the 7-inch for that is funny also. This is like just noise. There's maybe the first song, No, 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 is the closest thing maybe to a song. And the rest of it is noise, like feedback, noise. The first time I listened to this, I thought it was hot garbage. The second time I listened to it, I thought it was lukewarm garbage. So it's trending in the right direction. It's possible I'll like it more. If you never heard Parquet Courts, like if I recommended the Parquet Courts to you and you bought this, you would probably toilet paper my house. This is unbelievable. It's also on black vinyl. It's on Rough Trade Records. Anyway, you know, get it in a trade, take a flyer, and it wasn't a big chunk. So the next two are things that I had wanted. One's from, I think, last year and one's from the year before, that are like music on vinyl reissues of 90s records. So win a trade. Go for it. This one's from 1991, originally released on Creation Records. Swerve Driver, the album is Raised. This is their debut record. This is actually the like the early run, limited 2500 numbered colored vinyl. Yeah, so this is, you know, swirling guitars, maybe a little shoegazy in places, lots of pedals, lots of, you know, effects pedals, which is why maybe they fall into shoegaze, because, you know, you're playing live, you're just staring at you gotta keep switching those pedals. Just a wall of guitar riffage just coming at you. Good songs. It's music on vinyl reissue, sounds good. Comes on an actually pretty cool, looks completely different in the camera. It's kind of a semi-translucent red vinyl. I kind of wanted those early Swerve. That's their debut album. So that one, Mescal Head, Ejector Seat, Reservation. Those are ones that I've been kind of wanting. They're all on music on vinyl. Figured I'd take a flyer on it. It's another one. This is from 1993. This is not the colored vinyl version. This is just the regular music on vinyl repress of this. You got the Hypnosis cover, Catherine Wheel, Chrome. This was filed under W for Wheel, which is maybe less crazy than the Zombies being under O. Anyway, this is like, again, heavy swirling guitar, alternative rock, I guess, depending on whatever alternative rock means. A lot of really good songs. Like, this is something that I would have thought would have had some more kind of alternative radio hits. There's a lot of great songs on here. I know some of their later stuff has been reissued on different record store days. And I like those. I like all that stuff too. But the ones, the first two records, I think are really my favorites. Ferment, and this is their second record. I don't know if I even mentioned that. Kind of running through this. Black vinyl. All right, one more quick. This is another used item. This is a 1999 original on K Records. This is a band called Marine Research. Sounds from the Gulf Stream is their album. I think this is their only record. This is 4/5 of the band Heavenly. They're from the UK. Previous two bands from the UK are also, I forgot to mention that. Swerve Driver is from Oxford. I can't remember where Catherine Wheel is from. Anyway, UK. So this is kind of indie twee pop. I think that the band Heavenly, their drummer may have, he committed suicide, and so Heavenly ended, and then they started as Marine Research. This band, it largely sounds the same as Heavenly. Heavenly had records out on Sarah Records, and on K Records also. You know, really catchy songs. Kinda not as strong as Heavenly stuff, but I'm glad to have it. This was really, really cheap in the trade. And it also comes on this really tasty 1990s black vinyl. All right, so if you made it, you deserve something. That's all I got. So once again, thank you for watching. Trying to watch. I know this isn't easy. I hope you enjoyed the beer. I'll be back with more videos. I've got some different stuff lined up, but that's probably still gonna be maybe a month out or so. More like spotlight stuff. I feel like I'm kind of drifting all over the place. Other people, I think, do a better job of more focus. Anyway, thanks again. See you later. Bye.